Hello everyone and welcome to the first edition of Analyzing Today's UFO Clips. In this series, I'll hunt the internet for UFO clips and try to analyze the footage with today's leading industry civilian software. But first, if you haven't done so yet, please hit the subscribe button as it really helps my channel. So let's start with today's first video, coming to us from inside of an airplane that's flying over the ocean on the way to Athens, Greece. Let's take a listen to the people recording it, then watch some of the clip.
No, it's not. What is it? Kerry, what is that? What is that? Kerry, what is that?
I have no idea.
Holy crap!
Don't move me. Don't move me.
Ladies and gentlemen, quiet here. Please emergency braking requirements for hand carry liquid. And remind our attractive customers that the following rules apply. Customers traveling from outside the European Union and non-European airlines are only allowed to carry liquid and helium authorized between content evidence bags.
Now when something like this comes peeking out of the clouds, I would initially say it's something coming through the clouds from high above a mountain. But this thing is actually rotating, and as you'll see, it'll come up from the clouds. And the reactions from the people filming it are appropriate to what they're looking at. It first comes out at an angle, then seems to flatten out and become thin as it becomes level to the cameraman's perspective. But the thing to me that makes it so strange is that it seems to be partly visible, almost like it's disappearing or cloaking. Now when I first saw this video, I watched it crest out of the clouds and thought to myself that for sure I'd see some solid object come fully out over the clouds. But when it flies further, you only see half of it there, almost like it's disappearing. So I thought to myself, maybe this is some sort of gas being emitted from a rocket booster or a jet airplane. You know, basically contrails. But contrails and gas, for that matter, don't really behave like this. As something flies, leaving gas behind it, it leaves a trail that bends with the trajectory of the emitter. Whatever peeks out of the cloud really seems solid and it rotates uniformly. But if it's a solid, then why is it disappearing? That I really don't know. Now let's go ahead and speculate that this is a large mothership disk of some kind. And if it was that, then this is what I think it would look like. It'd be rotating from the clouds, then flattening out to the viewer, and then floating away. I don't know, what do you guys think? And if we're going to speculate that this is actually a large object, then this thing would have to be enormous. And it just doesn't make sense. But the footage does seem genuine, and all at the same time seems really incredible, and doesn't really make any sense, because an object that size wouldn't be rotating slowly up above the clouds like that, only be partially visible, then float away. Truly a very, very strange video. Now let's take a look at this next video, also coming from inside an airplane. I'm sure many of you have seen this video already, as it's become quite famous on the internet, but what we'll try to do here is analyze it further. Let's go ahead and watch it first.
Right over by those solar panels, it was like hovering above. You know what? Hold on. Oh, whoa. What is that? It's like teleporting. It's like that. That's insane. It's like, yeah, is it a... Do you see Air Force thing?
Now what makes this video so real to me are the comments coming from the people taking the video. Before the object comes into view, you can tell they've been talking about it already, and then prepared the camera for the short clip we get to see. Let's go ahead and slow down the footage. As you can see, this object zooms into view very quickly, and follows the speed of the plane, kinda hangs out there almost like it wants to be seen, then zooms right back out from where it came from. A bit later, it comes flying right back in and does a sharp right turn. Now let's take a still of this object and analyze it. As you can see here, it looks like your typical saucer-shaped UFO with a dome on top or a section, some sort of section on top of it. If I were to illustrate this, I'd say it would look like this. Okay, now let's analyze the object's movement. In my video editing software, we're currently working with 30 frames per second, and if you want to know how fast this thing is going, I can at least give you an idea. If it takes 30 frames to make 1 second of this video, this object seems to disappear from view in about 2 frames. Take a look. Now let's catch it coming back into frame. Also coming back extremely quickly in about 2 to 3 frames. Here they are. Now let's slow it down as it zooms away. truly incredible. Now something related to this video we just saw. This is something somebody on Reddit posted recently, commenting on how it looked a lot like the object we see from the airplane. It's a very short clip, so just play it a few times. Okay, as you can see, it's something that's zipping through the air at a rather high rate of speed, then slows down for a sec, and then speeds off. So now let's take a still from the video and analyze it. Here's one of the cleanest shots from the clip. Let's go ahead and up the contrast. And as you can see here, it's not perfectly oval, but has what appears to be a section at the bottom. You can also see a highlight here, which leads me to believe this is a structure that has a bottom layer, a middle layer, and perhaps a top layer that we can't see since we're looking at it from the bottom. If I were to illustrate this one, it would look like this. A shape very familiar with what you guys have seen over the years if you've followed the subject for a while. So that's it. What do you guys think? Are any of these clips CGI? Are any of these videos real? Leave your comments down below. Thanks for sticking with me. This is Jesse. Please hit the like button and subscribe. And remember, let's keep those cameras ready, our eyes to the sky, because we love the UFOs. Till next time.